We're gonna risk it, boys.
What do you see up there?
Oh, let's go! Doubters fuming. Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be Prowler's Claw interactions. I'm going to describe them in depth, all the little things you can do with Prowler's Claw and how to use it effectively on this champion, because on Quinn it's a little bit different than other champions because how the way you function and you actually use it as a combo in your assassination kit. So this video is going to outline how to do that. And if you like these sort of like interaction educational videos where I break down sort of parts of Quinn and what she can do, please shoot this video a thumbs up and comment down below to let me know. The support will help a lot and it will reassure that I can help do videos like this, because this sort of stuff I absolutely love to do and I'm excited to add some more on my channel. Okay, so we're gonna start this off with the Prowler's Claw interactions, okay? And there are two main combo interactions that you want to do, okay? One is for quick burst, and one is for the highest damage, okay? And you might be wondering, well, why don't I just do the highest damage one every time? The reason is because most of the times when you're playing, first of all, if you're playing as Prowler's Claw Quinn, you're an assassin, okay? So completely different than crit marksman Quinn, where you're basically, you think of yourself as Zed or Talon or Kiana. Your job in the game is to one-shot the enemy carries and squishy champs, okay? That's your goal. And when you're playing League, most times the enemy is with teammates, supporting them and peeling, or tanks peeling. The whole team is going to peel the backline. They're not going to let you just one-shot. So most times when you're playing, you're in a team fight and you got to go flank and one-shot the carry as quick as possible. So this first combo, we're going to start off with the quick burst one. You're going to probably use this in 90% of your games. It's not the highest damage, but it's the quickest one shot you can possibly get, okay? I'm first going to talk about the interaction for all my auditory learners out there, and then I'll show you video footage for all the visual learners, okay? So the combo is you're going to start off in ultimate form, okay? So you get an extra Harrier mark and you can do the combo quicker. You always want to be an ult if you can. If you're not an ult, that's totally okay. You can still do the combo, but preferably start with ult. You're going to auto E, Prowler's Claw, auto Q, auto attack. And if you do this correctly, every single auto attack will be a Harrier mark, first of all. So that's why I like doing all those autos. That's the point of doing autos between every one. And the second one is you're going to do the most damage possible, okay? So I'm going to show you the combo in visual sense. So right there, 2400 damage with electrocute. Okay, so you might be wondering like, oh, okay, obviously you did 2400 damage, you're level 18. Okay, but you have to keep in mind that I have enough damage with this combo to one-shot any squishy champ in the game, because no squishy champs are that tanky. And I just have two items, which are, these are the standard items you're gonna have with it. If I'm level 13, I'll do less damage, but the enemy AD carry will have less health. So it's the same thing. The main fact is I literally did 500 more damage than my health. So if I'm doing this with a 80 carry at any level, I'll always one-shot them, okay? So I'm gonna show you again. So, waiting for electrocute. Right there, 2400 damage, okay? So, sometimes, that's the most ideal world, okay? It's, you get all your auto attacks through, and the reason is because you get Harrier marks every time. So if I auto first, that's a Harrier. So I'll do auto E, Prowler's Claw, auto, Q, auto. You want to get that auto before the Q because there's a Harrier mark, right? If I just Q first, you miss the Harrier. But sometimes, guys, you might not even get that Harrier because you don't have time, right? If you want to do that even quicker, you're just going to skip on that last auto, okay? Because you sometimes don't have time for it. So if you want to do it even quicker and just sacrifice the damage a little bit more, you can just do auto E and then just do a Q. So right there, you do 1700 damage because I missed that one auto at the end, but it's a little bit quicker. Right there, I got the auto off, so you can do it. If you do it quick enough, you're able to get it. But if you can't, just skip it and then just throw the Q auto. Okay, you see that? So I didn't do that last auto for the Q. That's for the quicker one. You don't have as much damage, but most times you'll still one-shot them. If not, you just throw an extra auto attack. Because if you do a Prowler's Claw like this, you're in kill range, right? So you can do that as well. Just skip the last auto attack if you want. But if you're able to get it, you want to get it, because then you do so much more damage, okay? So that's the first combo. Okay, so this is the next combo, guys. So this one, like I said, it's a little bit slower, so you're probably not going to use it as much. but it does provide more damage, okay? So the times you would probably use this combo is if the target's completely isolated, you're for sure that there's no one going to be near them, and you think that you're not going to have enough damage to one-shot them with the other combo, okay? So you want basically the most damage possible, and you think that you can afford to waste a little bit more time, okay? I would recommend not to ever do this in a team fight when their team's near, but it's best when they're isolated, okay? So what we're going to be doing is we are going to auto-attack, Prowler's Claw, auto-attack, Q, auto-attack, E, auto-attack. So basically every time he's an ability, I'm going to weave in an auto-attack to consume the Harrier marks, okay? So we can get all of them, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to show you the combo. So right there, we did 2,700 damage, okay? As you can see, it was a little bit slower. Same items as the other clip. But we did around 300, almost 300 damage more with it, okay? Okay, so for this combo, guys, it's really important that you have to practice this in practice tool, like I said, because you have to do it quick. You have 3 seconds of amplified damage, okay? And damage matters in League, okay? This is a 3k damage with just 2 items at level 18, which is really impressive combo. And compared to other assassins, it's actually pretty fast, even the slower version of it. But the way you get the most bang for your buck is you have to practice doing that whole combo in under 3 seconds. So that means that all of our damage is increased by 15 seconds. You have 3 seconds, boys. I'm going to show you one more time, okay? So here we go. So if you ever get the last thing, since I did it quick enough, I got the full last bit of damage, okay? You have to do it so fast that you're basically just sitting in melee form of him, just auto-attacking him and consuming the Harriers, which means you're in vulnerable situations. So I would recommend this to like a bruiser. It's more for like AD carry. Okay, where you think that you're healthy enough that you could just literally sit in front of them and just autoing and consuming your Harriers without threat of their health. That's why it's very situational combo, because you're at very risk. I'm literally sitting on his melee body, just like launching my nuke. Okay, you're putting yourself at danger, but to get that much damage, it's worth it. So the big difference between both of the combos is that the first one, since you're using your E before Prowler's Claw, you don't get the amplified damage. With this, you use Prowler's Claw at the very start. So every single part of your kits, all the Harriers, all the abilities are all amplified by 15%. Okay, so now we're going to talk about something really important, the fundamentals of Prowler's Claw, okay? So, you have to practice this in practice tool, boys. I'm telling you right now, do not first time Prowler's Claw in ranked, because this actually requires practice, especially because it's new this season, but mainly because Prowler's Claw, I'm going to show you with range. It is different than your E and auto attack, and it feels so clunky on Quinn. It's literally a funky item on Quinn, okay? And the reason is because of how the range differences. I'll show you with actual visual stuff, okay? So, right here, look at my E range, okay? I'm going to show you with the visual indicators. My E range is the longest, okay? Prowler's Claw is shorter than your E, okay? So, that's why it's tough. Look at that. So, my E right here, I mean, the dummy's the max range of E. Look at the Prowler's Claw of how short it is, okay? So much shorter than your E. That's why it feels clunky when you're practicing it first, okay? And then the other thing is that your auto attack, so right there, the outer circle is my auto attack range. The inner circle is my Prowler's Claw range. So Prowler's Claw is shorter range than Quinn's auto attack, and it's shorter range than Quinn's E, okay? Very short than E. Okay, here's the E. This is Quinn's auto attack range in the small circle. This is Quinn's E in the larger circle. And this is Prowler's Claw, okay? This would be E right here, max range. My Prowler's Claw is that much shorter than my E, okay? So that's why it requires practice, because if you're first time in this, for me, myself, it took me a full, like, hour to 2 hour session in practice tool of just literally spamming it. Just do what I'm doing right here. Go in practice tool, boys, and just practice it. Just practice doing that. Like, literally, just keep doing this until you get it, okay? The quick combo, the one I just did there, is the one you're going to do the most because of how quick it is and the damage. You don't lose that much. But if you practice this, you won't mess it up, okay? The reason why you practice it is because it's so different. So, if you don't do it fast enough, guys, it's not going to work, right? So, like, if I go like this and I do it too slow, I'm pressing Prowler's Claw, but you see I didn't get it? So, how I would recommend to practice this, guys, is you press E on them, and then you spam your Prowler's Claw key mid-E. Like, just spam it. That's how I recommend. Like, just E, spam Prowler's Claw and then it'll go through. Like, just keep spamming it on his body. So, like, E, Prowler's Claw spam, and then do it. Right? You see that, guys? That's how I recommend doing it. Because otherwise, if I don't spam it, and I click it once, it's like, sometimes it won't work, right? And you're gonna miss it, and you're gonna get really tilted. Because if you miss your Prowler's Claw, boys, it's the worst feeling ever. You have to get it, okay? If I E, I have to get the Prowler's Claw. So just spam it. E, spam it, and then do the combo. Just keep going, boys, with rapid fire. And then you're gonna get it, okay? So the more practice, go on practice tool, devote like an hour a day if you can until you master it. If you master it in practice tool, then bring it to ranks. Do not try this in ranked until you practice it, because like I said, the range is different than your auto attack. And if you don't practice it, you're never going to get it. Other champions like Kazakh and stuff can Prowler's Claw easily because their short range is just easy. Just walk up Prowler's Claw, whatever. But with Quinn, it's an actual combo, okay? And if you don't practice the combo, you're going to mess it up. Quinn doesn't have many combos, but the Prowler's Claw one is something you have to master, boys, if you want to take it into your gameplay. Okay, I'm going to show you guys some fun with Prowler's Claw with your flashes. You can cosplay as a collie, boys, as Quinn with Prowler's Claw in Season 11. It's really fun. Basically, you just implement flash in your combo, okay? So I could vault flash. You can Prowler's Claw to start whatever you want. But you can incorporate them to get it, okay? I'm going to show you an example. So yeah, right there, like you just, basically if you do it so fast, you're kind of like old Fiora and her ult when she's going back and forth, slicing and dicing through them. It's kind of like that, right? And then you can like just go around, right? You can juke, if you let your blind first and you flash, you'll juke them, okay? Okay, so now we're going to talk about the fun stuff. The jukes you could do with Prowler's Claw. It's jukeable, boys. You guys know I'm the king of jukes. We love juking, okay? So if I Prowler's Claw and I end up in the opposite direction, you just vault right after and you will juke their ankles, okay? You can also incorporate a blind juke for advanced juke, but that's for the advanced Quinn players that master the blind juke. If you don't know the blind juke, look at my Quinn guide, this one that I posted at the start of the video. I'll have the link in the description too for it, and you can look at all the combos, for example, blind juke. So master the blind juke first and you can do it with the Prowler's Claw. Okay, so let's say I'm trying to get on a getaway or trying to juke. I will Prowler's Claw first. Again, it's short range, so it's a little tough. You have to Prowler's Claw and then vault. Okay, so what I do is I start with the Prowler's Claw and then E right after. Okay, so I'll go Prowler's Claw, E, and then you see how you change directions? This is like a basic one. Okay, so I'm gonna land my blind first. And then I see it. He won't be able to even know what's happening because he's blinded, right? Like, it'll be so confusing for him, but you want to do it right away. So I do is do this, Prowler's Claw, E right away, and he's still blinded. You see how, like, it'll completely destroy him. Like, he's gonna have no idea what happened, okay? This is not that rare. You're not gonna use this that much, but, you know, if the time's right, boys, and you get this, please send me a clip because I would love to see some people try this. It's very situational, but you know, it has its place in the game. So again, it's blind, Prowler's Claw, E, and look, he's still blinded. You have no idea. Imagine right here in a real game. Okay, so I go right here, blind him, Prowler's Claw, E. He's gonna have his ankles broken, man. He's having no idea. This is like the advanced mechanics. It has its place in the game, again, for really advanced players, but I'm telling you, this mechanic, if you can master it, it's such a good, best blind juke ever, okay? Okay, so what you would do if you want to get over this wall is you would blind him, Prowler's Claw, E over the wall so that you can get there, okay? Let's just say, okay, pretend the situation, boys. I'm right here, the enemy's right here, and I want to get over here. You gotta do it with Prowler's Claw, okay? Again, this is like you have to master this. This is gonna be the hardest thing ever, but I'm gonna show you anyways, because I know there's one Quinn player that's gonna do this, and he's gonna send me a clip, and I'll be very happy to see it, okay? So, what you gotta do is you're going to blind him, Prowler's Claw, E over, and then you're safe. You see that, guys? Okay, this is just a wall example. Like, you're basically doing the fact that Quinn can vault over walls, but to the next level. Because the whole reason of this is since he's blinded, he won't know what you're trying to do. So if I just sit right here, guys, and the player has 2 brain cells, he'll know I'm going to vault over the wall, right? Like, they'll think about it. Like, they'll realize, right? Like, if I'm over the wall, I'm going to obviously try to do that, right? That's basic. But if I do this blind and the Prowler's Claw combo, the whole point of it is, first of all, you get a lot of distance to it. Second of all, he won't know you're doing it, so you can pump fake him. I'm going to show you again. So again, hard, but be really impressed if someone could show me this, okay? So you go blind, Prowler's Claw, E over. I do that pretty slow, but you can do it even faster, okay? You can use Prowler's Claw for escapes. Again, I said this so many times, but please practice this in training tool a million times. Master it, and when you master it in training tool, then take it into the games. And then if you could actually have these combos, I just want to expand your repertoire of Quinn mechanics, boys. So that when you're playing games and you're in a situation like this, you're going to think, I remember watching that one QuinnAD video. Okay, you know what? I'm probably dead here, but I'm going to try the combo. Boom, 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 boom! And then you live, and then you're going to feel so happy. You want to play a million Quinn games. You're going to tilt your enemies. They're going to call you faker, and then you're going to come back to me, send me the clip, and we're all going to be happy birds, okay?
From the start, we were so damn good. I could see you and me like a hold we should. Down the road, guess it was way too far. Now we're here.